Nothing like a little sunshine to start the day. Blue sky. It's a hot one. Little altocumulus. No thunderstorms here. Which way you want to go, Rex? This is really a very noisy intersection, but happy right this second it's not too noisy. What do you see, Rex? Ah, big old beautiful dog. Hi. Hi. Oh, that's nice. Somebody was gifted an empty can. That's really nice. Hey, this car is wet. What's going on? Irrigation. I think it was irrigation, don't you, Rex? I don't know. It looks like we may have actually had a few minutes of light rain last night. I think I'm going to put it in the book as a trace of rain. What do you think, Rex? Down the nondescript path to the land bank, Lily Pond Park. Altocumulus. Uh-oh. There's some luxurious compost. Not for us, though. How can there be green grass around here? Hasn't rained in 20 days, sorry. However, we do have irrigation. Interesting, our quiet spot is the noisy spot this morning. That intersection didn't have too many trucks going by, but it will when I start editing. Now, we're in someone's backyard practically, so we got to keep on going. Good time to get the mowing done before 9 a.m. Another hot one. It is really hard to find a quiet spot on Nantucket this time of year. Don't blame the people who don't leave their neighborhoods out on the edges. Oh, I'm getting attacked by bugs right now. This is being a very challenging morning. Rex, where you going? We got to get to doing some weather here. Is that the cicada? The June bugs, supposedly, that come out in July when it gets really hot. There is no heat advisory in New England today, even though it's going to be 95 degrees, but I love the blue line here on the weather.us chart going down into the 50s, so it's just less humid today. We'll take another break. This is the most challenging out the door I've had to do, between the traffic and the bugs and the noise, and such serious weather too. So what causes severe weather? Yesterday we talked about CAPE and lifted index and how the heat rising into the cooling air creates that brown grass is good for something. That feels good, huh, Rex? Actually, there's probably something that smells like a worm down there. Anyhow, it's a great chart. There's so much information here, but you start with the red line and the blue line. The red line goes up to 95. That's the temperature. The blue line goes down into the 50s. That's the dew point, so it's much less humid today. And then if you keep going down on this chart, you want to check it out. You can also look at the wind and the sunshine and the precipitation. And note, looks like Sunday, the dew point's going back up, and Sunday is the next round of strong to severe thunderstorms with a temperature close to 100 degrees. The record for Sunday in Boston, July 24th, is 98 from 1933. The record for yesterday and today, by the way, 102 and 103. So we're not setting records today or tomorrow, but Sunday we are going to rival the record, and that'll be day 6 of the heat wave in Boston. And there's a chance it may make day 7. There's a chance that Monday still is going to be very hot. There it is, the 14-day forecast, and you see that the cooling weather doesn't really come with until probably Monday night. It's going to be very sticky still on Monday, so we may have several rounds of severe storms once again on Sunday and Monday. What a terrible day yesterday for severe weather. 3 fatalities that we know of from Alabama to Maine, 2 in Alabama, and 1 young lady, 9-year-old, was crushed by a tree in her car with the family trying to get away from this terrible damage in Standish and all around Sebago Lake. She was from Poland, Maine. And we talked about severe weather yesterday, and somebody asked me on Nantucket, well, why didn't we get the thunderstorms down here? Why do they always fizzle when they go toward Cape Cod and the islands? Because we are cooler. So you think of putting, water on the stove to boil it, and the hotter it is, the faster it's going to boil, and the stronger it's going to boil. Well, here near the shore, temperature yesterday was only in the lower 80s, even though the dew point was in the 70s. But the inland areas, Manchester, New Hampshire, yesterday was 95 degrees with also a dew point in the 70s. So that just creates very low density air that rises quickly up into the freezing atmosphere. And with a front around, where's the freezing level, by the way? Here's a map of the freezing level this morning, for example. It's up around, say, 15,000 feet. So the thunderstorm tops yesterday taller than Mount Everest. Mount Everest close to 30,000. Thunderstorms topped yesterday 35,000. So more than 6-mile tall clouds. And so the air rushes up. Rain turns into ice. That ice continues to grow in supercooled water vapor environment and pours down with violent wind and perhaps tornadoes. There was a tornado warning in the Northeast Kingdom of Vermont yesterday, but no tornado verified. We did get this huge hail. Thank you, Tyler, and all you guys up there in northern Vermont for sharing this information and all these pictures. Yesterday on the internet, I spent a lot of time discussing severe storm warnings and tornado warnings. When there's a tornado warning, the TV station wants to stay on every minute during the tornado warning, but the number of tornado warnings has increased exponentially since I got in the business. So I guess that's better for trying to predict when there may be a tornado, but the number of false alarms is huge. Eric Fisher posted this information. He says 31, or what was that? I'm not looking at a script here. I'm out in the middle of a field in Nantucket getting eaten by bugs. It looks like about a third of tornado warnings actually verify. So in other words, 2 out of 3 tornado warnings are not going to have a tornado. And one of the first things we learned doing weather on TV is a warning means that the event is happening or imminent. So you can see that we're going to become jaded, but either way, whether it's a tornado or not, when you're warned on a storm like that, severe straight line winds cause plenty of damage, as you can see with that Sebago Lake damage. Just amazing. I'm so happy more people didn't get hurt. It's a very sad situation, though, that we did have a fatality yesterday in New England. So no matter what you do with the warnings, there's always going to be people out. It's the middle of the summertime, and they were at the lake, so they were trying to get away, actually. I don't want to get away from the island. It's a good place to be. Yesterday we had the double red flag warning at the beaches. Well, today it's a lot less windy. Sunburn factor this morning looks like about a 10 out of 10. Next front's going to come in here on Sunday, and that's going to have some heavy weather. Again, pushing 100 degrees, a long heat wave, record heat, and big storms Sunday into Monday. Then a couple of days with temperatures only in the 80s and much less humidity. And now we're reporting back from Weymouth out that door. Then I'll leave you with a little entertainment. The kids were having a blast. So people that had been going to Cisco Brewery for a long time now have children, and the children are dancing. You can't see that rabbit. You don't care about that rabbit. There you go. Not so quick anymore, are you, Rex?
Do you work for Barnacle?
My name is not Anthony Everett.
Oh, so everybody asks you.
All the time. Is your dog's name T-Rex?
Odin.
What's your dog's name?
Odin.
Hello, Odin. This is T-Rex right over here. T-Rex, am I Anthony Everett?